Attorney asks for a lower bond for Spradlin murder suspect. And we'll give you a recap of this year's Hal-o-Win. I'm Nick Collum, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. M.K. McKinney's attorney is asking for a lower bond in the Amber Spradlin murder case. The request details several stipulations that would accompany the bond reduction. The attorney for the man accused of killing Amber Spradlin is asking that his client's bond be lowered. Spradlin's body was found in June of 2023 at the Arkansas Creek home of Prestonsburg dentist Michael McKinney. His son, M.K. McKinney, is charged with her murder. Both McKinneys, along with family friend Josh Mullins, face evidence tampering charges for allegedly trying to cover up the crime. All three are currently set for trial December 1st. M.K. McKinney's attorney, Stephen Romines, filed a motion Tuesday asking for his bond to be lowered from its current $5 million. No specific amount was proposed in the filing, only that the current bond be lowered to an amount consistent with his criminal history and the defense's contention that he poses a low flight risk. Romines asks that Special Judge Eddie Coleman grant the bond reduction on the conditions that McKinney submit to home incarceration with GPS monitoring, along with stipulations that he appear for trial in all hearings, have no violations of law, and not possess any type of weapon. In addition, it says McKinney will not consume or possess alcoholic beverages or non-prescribed drugs, not drive or operate any motor vehicle without a valid license and insurance, be subject to random testing of his blood, breath, or urine, and not use any prescribed scheduled drug including Suboxone or methadone unless the court finds the use acceptable after assessment. The recent filing came after prosecutors requested the trial date be postponed to allow additional DNA testing of evidence. Judge Coleman stated in earlier court hearings he would revisit bond if the case were to be delayed. Both the motions for bond reduction and to delay the trial are expected to be argued at the next hearing in the case November 6th. Hal-o-Win was a big success Tuesday night, and I attended the event to share with you how the night went. On Tuesday, October 28th, downtown Pikeville saw hundreds of people show up for Mountaintop Media's 53rd annual Hal-o-Win contest. Either on foot or by car, people were searching the downtown Pikeville area looking for clues to win fantastic prizes, ranging from new furniture to gift cards to vacation trips. Social media manager Ethan Miller tells us more.
This year was definitely one of the biggest Hal-o-Win events we've ever had, the 53rd annual, and we had hundreds of people roaming the streets, and I'm sure many more in their cars just listening on the radio stations to hear those clues. We had 15 clues, and they all got turned in record-breaking time. We had an hour to go, and all the clues were turned in. It was such an amazing event, and we wrapped it up by giving away a 55-inch TV thanks to Intermountain Cable. Hal-o-Win is one of my favorite events. Halloween is my favorite season of the year, so seeing all the little ones out here with their parents and the families just having a great time, and it's so much fun because when the clues are given, you can see their eyes light up and they instantly run off to try to find the clues, and then they bring them back to win things like iPads, a Gatlinburg vacation, a recliner, and just seeing the excitement on their faces. And right after they win, most of them made their first appearance on the radio.
With each year, Hal-o-Win sees more people aiming to win big and announce their winnings on the radio. In addition to the scavenger hunt, the event also featured a pizza eating contest, arm wrestling contest, and costume contest, among others.
At Mountaintop Media, we have so many amazing community events, and this one just keeps growing, and it's so amazing to see. This year we had food trucks out in attendance, we had a costume contest, a pet costume contest, and the contest just kept going. I mean, arm wrestling, pizza eating, it was so much fun just to see the community out and about and having a great time on a fall night. This was a great way for the community to get together for a free event that got them in the Halloween spirit, and we couldn't do it without all our amazing sponsors. So thank you so much to all of them, and a special thank you to our presenting sponsor, Appalachian Wireless.
Coming up after the break, we all know the legend of Pikeville's Octavia Hatcher. We'll give you a new look when the Mountaintop Daily continues. But first, sports and weather.
With Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford. The 15th Region Volleyball Tournament continues tonight in Painesville as teams battle for a spot in the championship. In the semifinal round, Shelby Valley takes on Floyd Central at 6 o'clock, followed by Painesville and Betsy Lane scoring off at 8. The winners will move on to Thursday night's championship match to decide this year's regional champion. Stay tuned to Mountaintop Sports for full coverage and results as the tournament plays out. The University of Pikeville volleyball team also kept its momentum rolling Tuesday night, picking up a 3-0 sweep over Milligan University inside the U-Pike gym. The victory marked the Bears' 7th straight all-in-AAC play and evened the season series with the Buffaloes after an early October loss. Junior Laney Hawley led the charge with 7 kills, 6 service aces, 8 digs, and 3 block assists in a standout performance. AAC Attacker of the Week Cassidy Rivas added 12 kills, while senior Teresa Romero chipped in 10. On defense, Olivia Chapman had 7 block assists, and Jordan Roberts led the way with 11 digs. U-Pike now improves to 15-11 on the season and 12-3 in conference play. The Bears will stay home Friday night to host Tennessee Wesleyan at 6:30. In Lexington, senior guard Ortega Owe continues to collect preseason honors. Owe has been named to the Jerry West Shooting Guard of the Year Award watch list by the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. One of only 2 SEC players recognized, the senior led the Wildcats in scoring last season at just over 16 points per game and was recently selected as the SEC Preseason Player of the Year by the media. Owe and the Wildcats return to action Thursday night at 7 when they host Georgetown in an exhibition matchup, streaming on the SEC Network. Keep up with all area sports by following us on Facebook or follow us on the web at mountaintop.news. Click on the sports tab at the top of the page. With Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford reporting.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
Hey, are you stuck with a carrier that doesn't get you? Yeah, we get it. So at Appalachian Wireless, switching is easy and way more rewarding. With our promotions, you can port your number, grab incredible savings, and enjoy a service that feels a little bit more like home. Plus, we've got the latest devices and a team that's here just for you. So why settle? Visit us online or stop by one of our many retail locations today to see why we're the region's best network. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
The long-standing myth of Octavia Hatcher is never far from people's minds this time of year. Robin tells us how the legend's holding up in 2025.
Hey, Robin Tillman here with Mountaintop News, and I'm standing in front of the statue of Octavia Hatcher, who is one of Pikeville's best-known ghost stories. We're going to head down to the Big Sandy Heritage Museum to learn more about her.
Octavia Smith was born in 1869 at the mouth of Pond Creek in the Tug Fork section here in Pike County. As a young person, Jim Hatcher came to Pikeville, and in 1889, he married Octavia Smith. So within a short period of time after Jim and Octavia Hatcher married, they had a son, Jacob Hatcher, and Jacob died on his birthday. When he was born, that very day, he died. And so the story is that Octavia then spent the next couple of months grieving the loss of her son, to the point that she slipped into a coma and died.
Local lore says that Octavia was buried alive. Museum assistant Sam Hatcher is one of her descendants and shares that story.
They evidently buried her the same day. And the time the people found out after they buried her, some other people in the area appeared to have died, but evidently they didn't bury them same day, and the day or two they came out of it. So supposedly he dug up Octavia to find out in the casket all the lining was torn, fingernails were bleeding, all that.
Rumor has it that if you visit Octavia's grave on Halloween night, her head will turn.
There was a story for many, many years that her head would move and turn. And what was later revealed, and this is another folk story, I don't have the proof, but the story on that is that it was later revealed that it was students at Pikeville College, now the University of Pikeville, who were messing with the statue.
In the interest of history, the museum is offering monetary rewards to anyone who can provide factual evidence behind these stories.
We would like to offer a $100 reward to anyone who can prove to us that Octavia Hatcher was in fact buried alive. We also would offer a $50 reward who can tell us with proof where did the story of her being buried alive originate.
Well, there you have it. If you would like to learn more about Octavia, you can visit the Big Sandy Heritage Museum, or you can come up here and visit her statue and grave in the Pikeville City Cemetery overlooking the city of Pikeville. Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Robin Tillman.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Nick Collum for Mountaintop News.